Warning, the following footage contains extraordinary RNG, extreme odds, and defies the law of RNGesus. I advise all suffering from extreme cases of saltism to refrain from watching this video. Also, for anybody that's interested, I have recently opened up a Patreon page. The link will be down in the description, so feel free to go and check out the rewards. With that shit being said, let's begin. As you guys can see right now, this is my entire bank. There is very little left in there, which is of worth. So as you can see, these are my most valuable items, minus the Slayer Hood. I don't know what that's doing there. But this is pretty much my bank right now. Obviously, we've got the Elysian Spirit Shield. We still have an Abyssal Tentacle, and we have a Crystal Bow, which are all very helpful. We also have a Slayer Helmet, and we also have some black demons on task. We can kill some demonic gorillas, which is very nice. I read the comments in the last video. Thank you very much for the feedback, guys. I very much appreciate that. And something that stood out to me was obviously the fact that you guys wanted me to continue the series, which I'm very happy to hear, because as you know, I enjoy doing this, and it is a lot of fun for me. In fact, I really do enjoy this. I love this very much. So yeah, that was good. Thank you very much for that, guys. So what I intend to do is take some of your criticisms, take some of your suggestions, and kind of come up with my own little series idea. So I had a fair few of you saying to me, why don't you just continue and try to make a twisted bow? However, we only have 4 days and 6 hours remaining, so I feel as if that is very unlikely unless I get like 5 twisted bow splits in 4 days, which I don't think that's going to happen, just to be honest. So, what I have decided to do is this. We already have the Elysian Spirit Shield. Consider this Elysian Spirit Shield a checkpoint. This is a save game. So basically, I will never have to stake this now. In my eyes, this shield is more or less a trophy for me. I will keep this forever, and I'm very happy to have this. I actually love it, I'm not going to lie. I'm such a nerd. So, what I plan to do with the remaining 4 days and 6 hours is try and reach 1 bill. Now what I mean by that when I say 1 bill is basically I'm counting this as however much this is worth. I believe it's still around about 496 mil. It's actually risen, which is quite nice. By the end of the 7th day, if this doesn't say 1 bill, then I have to stake everything minus the Elysian Spirit Shield. So whatever I make within that time, I have to stake if I don't make 1 bill. Something that I forgot to mention is that I'm actually going to be keeping the Elysian Spirit Shield. That is also a rule which I liked from the comments. People were saying rebuild with just an Elysian Spirit Shield, which is what I'm going to do. Obviously, I have allowed myself to keep the other items I acquired in the last 3 days, but I have been limited to keeping the Elysian Spirit Shield, which, believe it or not, is actually a bit of a disadvantage, because if I sold that for 500 mil, I would have max gear to do anything. Something else I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to be adding the remaining 6 hours from day 3 onto day 4, so today's episode will consist of 30 hours gameplay. So I hope you're happy with that. You guys helped me make that decision, so I thank you again. Let go. First thing I decided to do was I would go to demonic gorillas. Obviously I had them on Slayer task, so it only made sense to go there. And as you can see, this is me selling off my loot and then further upgrading my gear, buying myself some Torag plate legs and also some dragon boots. Now, unfortunately, the Crystal Bow actually runs out pretty fast, I find, so I had to go and buy myself another. And as you can see, we just went back to demonic gorillas and we're hoping to get a Zenite. So as you can see, I have just finished my Slayer task, stayed to kill 1 more. We are now done with the demonic gorillas. Oh, that was close. And basically we have enough money now to hopefully be able to go to the DKs, and there's just been an update where they've added the Slayer room. So I'm going to go see if my next task is going to be DKs, but if not, we're going to be going there regardless because it should be a lot less packed. So we have just finished our DK trip. As you can see, we got 117 kills. We actually ran out of restore potions before anything else. Unfortunately, we didn't actually get any rare drops, which is quite surprising. It seems like my RNG may have run its course. I'm kind of hoping it hasn't. But yeah, that's like the 2nd trip in a row where we haven't had anything good. So yeah, 1.5 mil. Still isn't too bad. Okay, so that is pretty much exactly what I was wanting to see. The Archer Ring, guys, 3.7 mil. And surprisingly, the DKs is still very much packed, even though they've created pretty much double the amount of worlds baffles me a little bit, but I mean, I suppose this place is very good for money, so I can understand that. Why, hello there. Lovely little Sears ring on the ground, boys. I will take him. You know, it baffles me how RNG works, because I just went God knows how long dry, and then I just get 2 back-to-back. So we have just finished ourselves another Dagannoth King trip. We got 117 kills. I think that's what we got last trip as well. Grand total being 5.7 mil. So I have had enough of the crystal bow, so I've decided I'm going to upgrade my gear slightly and buy myself the toxic blowpipe. I would like to buy the Fury, but unfortunately we can't afford that right now. But hopefully after the next trip at the DKs, we will be able to. Okay, there is another archer ring, which I will happily take. I think that's around about the same kill count as the last one. Happy days. So we have just finished our 3rd Dagannoth King trip. We did get another archer ring, which is very nice. We did also get a circle and a mud battle staff, so I'm going to quickly price check this. 5.6 mil. Not bad. Didn't actually say, but I have ended up coming back to the Dagannoth Kings. I bought myself the Occult Necklace and the Amulet of Fury and also the Varrock Plate Skirt. So we should theoretically be able to stay here for a fair bit longer. Fingers crossed. Okay, so there you go, boys. 3.9 mil on our 5th kill of the trip. I will happily take that. Thank you, Mr. Dagannoth Rex. You guys can see I do have a Sears ring in my inventory there, and as you can see here in the chat somewhere, there you go. Rexy has received a Sears ring. I didn't record it simply because I was in a Discord and I didn't want to be rude. Yeah, I just got an Archer's ring, which is kind of crazy because I have the Sears, the Berserker, and the Archer ring now. These rings just will not stop coming. I'm not gonna complain. I just got another ring. Another warrior ring. Well, the first warrior ring of the trip. That means that we have every single ring. Every single ring. All we need now, we've got the Dragon Axe as well. All we need is Mud Battle Staff, and we have completed this. Hey, I just got the Battle Staff. Holy shit. Wait. So all I need now is the circle, and we have everything, and I think I'm being crashed as well. Nice. We have just finished our Dagannoth Kings trip. As you can see, we did insanely well. We got 140 kills, which is 1.5 mil alone. Now, with everything else that we got from this trip, I'm going to quickly do a little price check, and I got a feeling this is going to be, oh my god, a 10 mil trip. Holy shit, that was a 10 mil DK trip. Not too bad. So we are going to be heading to Zulrah. As you can see, I have myself some DK gear. I have spent the 10 mil on this gear and also supplies in the bank, as you can see. So we should be able to stay for maybe 1 to 2 hours. Basically, I want to be able to get to raids as fast as I possibly can. I've not been there in 2 days now, and I mean, I'm really missing it. I miss raids when I'm not there. I love that place. So let's try and get there as fast as we can. I'm playing right now. I just got a Magic Fang. So as you can see, we have just finished 4 hours of doing Zulrah. We did manage to get ourselves a rare drop, which is quite nice to see, the Magic Fang. This isn't completely accurate because I've actually got a lot of scales which are in my blowpipe, and I may have missed 1 or 2 things that are currently in the bank, but this is the bulk of it, so I'm going to quickly do a price check. 8.3 mil. Very nice. Wow. First fucking raid and we get an item. What the hell? And only 2 raids later... Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that's probably one of the worst items you can get. As much as I love that shield, it's only worth 22 mil, which is a bit disappointing. Okay guys, so we have just sold the Din's Bulwark. As you can see, we got 21.1 mil for it. I'm going to go split the rest of my team right now, but that's not too bad for the first raid of the day. Okay, so I feel the need to apologize for the lag in this clip. In the next few clips, in fact, my computer is literally a pile of garbage. As you can see, I did get a Kodai insignia, but the computer is lagging ass. So, something that I need to explain to you guys quickly, because before you see what the splits were, it may confuse you slightly. Basically, that was a 6-man raid, I believe, And what we did is we broke up into two teams, Team A and Team B. And the way that it basically worked is if we get a twisted bow, everybody gets a split. If it's not a twisted bow, then you split within your individual teams. As you can see, that is why each person on my team got 31.7 mil. Did end up upgrading my gear once again and heading back to raids, where I did 3 more raids and then polished it off with 20 minutes of Zulrah, where unfortunately we didn't get anything. So as you guys can currently see, I have finished my 4th day of the weekly challenge. We have just done 30 hours, starting with what was in my inventory, as you can currently see. And what we're about to do is we're going to go check the bank, because everything else which is left in the bank should be pure profit, because all of this stuff is what I started with. Let's take a look. I am going to turn on my bank overlay so we can see exactly how much OS Buddy is saying our bank is worth. How much is it saying? 69.3 mil. Bearing in mind, it's probably more along the lines of 69, because I do have items in here, such as the Slayer rings. As you can see, that's 116k. So I'm going to say 69 mil. Now, the most notable things which would be inside of this bank would obviously be this tab, as always, my armor tab. We have full armadillo. We have pretty much every single item that we need from Zulrah, which is very helpful. Eternal boots, a very small cash stack currently, a cult necklace, the Zulrah scales, the Sears ring imbued, and a bunch of other stuff, supplies, etc. So recently something that's came to my attention, sadly, is the Elysian Spirit Shield has quite literally crashed. Pretty much 100 mil since I bought it, which is kind of shocking. So if you actually look back to the last episode, we actually purchased our Elysian Spirit Shield for 484 mil. So what I'm going to do, whether it rises again or whether it crashes some more, is I'm going to put the value on this as 484 mil. So when the end of the week comes, I will basically add up until the Elysian says 484 mil, just to make it fair on myself, because I feel as if this thing's going to crash below 300 mil the way that it's going. So unfortunately, I was only able to get hold of one of the winners from last week's video. As you can see on screen, I am trading him the bond right now. So what I've decided to do is pick 3 new winners from the comment section in the last video. So in the last video, I asked you guys what was your favorite time frame for playing RuneScape, and I have selected 3 of you guys. You will be on the screen right now. Make sure if it is you, you add me in game, join my clan chat, and get in contact with me to claim your bond. So for your chance to win a bond this week from this video, all you need to do is leave me a comment down below letting me know what your favourite thing to do in RuneScape is. Make sure you leave me your RuneScape name so I can get in contact with you, and make sure you join my clan chat just in case you win. With all of that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. As I said before, if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Make sure you leave me a thumbs up, and I will see you very soon.